That moment of Jaime Fernando Gonzalez, who does not seem to want to give up and keep doing dumb stuff at the end of the day. Jaime, you got what charges are going to be filed against you today. You know why? Because the name you just used is on my business license. That's the license that I have on my company. Told you I changed my company's name over, and that's the name that sits on my business license. So, guess what? Yeah, you're facing more charges. So this is called similarity. Similarity, which means somebody basically makes a company that's very close to your name at the end of the day. Something they can't do. You have to show there's a massive difference between the two. One letter off here and there is not enough. That doesn't work at all. At the end of the day, um, you can't have anything that matches close to that name at all, period, because it's going to get you in a lot of trouble. And I have a business license, and then my business license clearly states that you are trying to mimic or copy my name. So, guess what that means at the end of the day? More charges filed against you, and these charges will show up on the dockets. Again, you don't learn anything at all, period. Now we got even more evidence to show that not only are you copying and touching our copyrights, but now you're touching our company's legal name that you're not supposed to be touching because it's on my license. So, since that name right there you have on your YouTube account sits on my Pennsylvania ID and license for my business, that's going to be more stuff. I'm going to be filing another report with immigration for violations, that more stuff you've been committing against our company, involving now tampering with our company's license and our company's name. I told you, this guy just gets sadder and sadder and sadder as we go along. Someone sat there and had a nerve to write to me. It was him who wrote, "This is getting sad." Nobody, this is getting sad. Now you want from Crow1176 to Crow hyphen 3D to Crow hyphen 3D hyphen to now using our name again. The difference is, Fernando, that name is licensed. So that means that I can go down and file charges against you for touching that name, and also too, like I said, along with immigration, because we have a problem with you over there for violations in that section. I will be basically updating all the information to update to them, and I'll have to write them out a long email out to them. He is not a very smart individual, which we explained to you multiple times. He's mad because he refused the product. First things first, no one told you to refuse. Why did you refuse the product? You refused the product because at the end of the day, you thought that you could do whatever you wanted to do. Now, you see what that says right here on my license right there? See where it says a DBA license? Yeah, that's what you just touched a few minutes ago. So guess what that means at the end of the day? That means that I'm going to file all kinds of charges against you and that building you're in now, because now we're going to be filing complaints against the building itself. I forgot about that. You got to file complaints. Yeah, we're going to start filing complaints against this apartment complex because this is where the problem's coming from. It's coming from that unit, apartment E, where you're going and trying to make all this trouble. It's not my fault at the end of the day that you refused your product. You had your own product that you made. We just made a duplicate copy of it. Same thing, same way as you told everybody else to make that product when you were giving it away for free. And then you want to get mad at me because we send you the same product. Well, you were giving that product away for free. You didn't have any problem with that whatsoever. But now there's a problem with that product showing up on your front door because you're not doing it for free anymore. You're stealing from people. That's why. And you knew that product was going to match 100%. So what do we do when we have nothing left? Nothing left at all? Let's copy his name and try to... But it's not going to do anything. People know the difference between me and you. Everybody knows your track record right now. You're a thief, a robber, you rip people off, you're a scam artist. Everybody knows everything about you now. You're exposed, you're out in the open. So trying to copy my company's name is not going to do any good at all, period. But since I have a license on my name, and I just recently just got the license, I'll be popping down to City Hall to file complaints against you for touching my license. And since you're already in the system, already up here, I should get that warrant for your arrest even faster now. Thank you so much. This guy just gives us ammunition all day long. Where's the other phone? I want to get pictures of all of this. Let me take care of this today. I just got a license on my company's name. They're using my license. My DBA has my license of my company. I'm registered in the state of Pennsylvania. So that means you duplicated and copied my name and using it without my permission, which means now you got another lawsuit. You got copyright infringements against you. Now you got another one against you for touching my license. Go look it up. What happens if you copy another company's name? What happens? Let's see. Copying someone's name from their business license and using it without their permission especially in a way that could confuse or deceive consumers. Yeah, I'm going to have you locked up by the end of the week. I got enough stuff on you now. Let's see. The deceive consumers can lead to a legal issue. Primary and trademark infringements, potential imprisonment. Yes. Can't touch that. I got a license. So I got proof of you on your YouTube channel, social media, trying to confuse people to make them think that you're me. So guess what? We're going to hit your building now, which means we're going to file complaints against the building itself. That means that's going to dig your landlord up. So that's where we're hitting next. Let's see, a business name, register, is protected, and the owner and can take legal actions and infringing upon using that name. So you can't do that. My name is licensed. See right here? See my official seal from Allentown right there? See that symbol right there, Fernando? See that DBA? That's my company's name right there. And also to the web address, all my information for my company is in here, which means you duplicated my address, you duplicated my my license. See? Right here. Business license. Legit. Certified. So guess what that means? We start attacking your building now, which means we're reaching for the landlord. We're going to start sending letters out constantly to that building to reach the landlord. We should have no problem to contact him. Let's go through the IRS or whatever we have to go through. We want to figure out where he's at so we can dig him up. Because now you're doing stuff, now you're breaking all kinds of laws now. See, this is the reason why I told you at the end of the day you give your people a bad name. Because we got all kinds of stuff that you committed. Can't touch that name. That name is licensed now. And since that name is licensed, we can clearly show up your YouTube channel where you went in and copied it. And we have all kinds of trouble with you, from copyrights, having process servers go to your front door of that building. So now we have to make an interest and now start contacting the owner, trying to reach out to him, and also to sending letters to the building. So I got the address of the building and the owner for property management. We'll start reaching out to him next. Let him know that apartment E has been touching our copyrights and now our business license. You're an idiot. I told you there's nothing left. There's nothing on his channel. He's not saying anything at all. He just turned around and thought it'd be, okay, I'm just going to be nasty with him. I'll just change his name. That's the dumbest thing you can do. I just said a couple of days ago we had a license for our company's name. Did anyone just hear that? Did we just mention that? But see, he feels that because he's not from here, he can do whatever the frick he wants to do. He can break every law in the book. That's what's making your people look bad. So let's start the process on this. I'll go down to file police report first. We'll link up with the FBI, and then we'll go from there. And we'll send some letters out to that building, attending to the owner of the building. Because one of those tenants are going to get that letter, and they're going to contact the owner. He has to collect rent. Money's going somewhere, so we'll find him soon. So this is what I'll do. We'll have to start hitting the building now. See the trouble you get yourself into? You'd just been better off if you'd just stayed quiet about it and just sucked it up. You got no one to be angry with, Fernando. It's your video at the end of the day. That's where we got the paint from. We did it for your tutorial. It's your product that was sent back to you. So you're mad at the end of the day because you got put on blast and you got outed as a liar. Like you weren't already a liar already. You lied about everything else. So, all right, let's go over here and let me see what I need from here. Here we go. And this will be good for the courts and everything. Every time we file a charge against you, Jamie, we always have a picture of everything that you do. All right. We'll be contacting YouTube's legal department to let them know that the name is licensed. Well, I'll put our license number in. If they fail to reply back or do anything about it, we'll file a lawsuit against them. You're going to get me paid, buddy. That's all you do is get me paid. Yeah, can't do that. Can't touch a license. Can't touch anyone's business license. And if you were to change a few letters, can't do it. It's called similarity, which means they find anything close that can confuse customers or throwing them off to make them think, yeah, you get a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble for that. That's right up there with copyrights. So that's more time. So it's more show. We can show the judge that you are a person who's known for ripping off copyrights and government documents. You committed perjury on yours. You lied on that one. You turned around and used the name Frankenstein and made money off their name, which again is a trademark. Then you turn around and you touch our copyrights on both of our companies, and then you turn around and you touch our business license name. Can you say we'll never see outside ever again? That's where you're heading at. You will never, ever see outside ever again. Dumbest thing you could have done. All right. Got my pictures. I got my license right here. I'm going to go get this taken care of right now. And since I need we have your address already printed out. Don't we have an picture of your address? Oh, we do have your address. Let me see. I'm going to get a copy of his address. You have a copy of his business address. Let's see. Send all this to them. Let's see here. Now, since we'll have process service in your door, but we'll be hitting the building, which means there'll be letters being sent to the building. So that way, we can get that landlord to pop up out of somewhere, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't know about everything that's going on in that building right now. And I'm pretty sure once he finds out, he's going to be very upset. Fernando, if your attorney, if your landlord was cool with what you were doing, you wouldn't have had to get a fake landlord. Right? Right. There's your docket from Copyrights Claims Board right there. Okay. There's your docket number right there. And there we go. All this report showing you violated copyrights. All your stuff is printed out and in the system. Everything you have is in the system. So this is a new one we'll be adding into the system. That you are using our business license without our permission. I will be going to City Hall and explaining to them that we have someone of interest after we get the police report, and let them know that someone is copying and it's you. And here you go, Fernando. This is all your information, where you live at. This is going to the Allentown Police and any agency today that we need to reach out about this matter. Which means you'll be contacting this branch too. State of California office, which I'll be contacting also too, letting them know that you are violating, and basically your company's LLC, we need information. You're done. You're done for the day. But yeah, we're gonna let them know, and also too about the control number we have. Let's get that out too. We got to file with that one too, right? Breaking every law in the book, aren't you? Now, if you go change at the last minute, which I know you will. We already copied and we already got it already. There's your control number with the immigration right there. I told you we don't play around. Right there. I'll take that down there too with them. Let them know we filed. All right. Get you taken care of right now. Now, when all that's done and tidied up, I'm not going to wait for our paint to get down there. I'm going to contact the police in your section, give them all this information with the report we have over here, and see if they can come down there and, do whatever they need to do. Now, Jamie, does this bother me or make me upset? No, you give me ammunition every day. Like, literally, it's like you're saying that, here, I don't need body armor, take this. I don't need weapons, take this. Here, I'm going to stand over here. I want you to point this bullseye at me. I got paint on my chest. You make it easy for me, man. That's what you do. That doesn't bother me. I literally just got that on a license. So right there, you automatically gave me the rights to come and prosecute you on that now. You make it easy. See how you let your temper get the best of you? What we got right here? Fugitive. That would be fraud too. That's in the lines of fraud too. Trademark weapons. We got to fill another one of these out too. I'm gonna go fill another one of these out. Okay, cool. Looking over this form on which one we're going to be following for you. It's the form that comes with the suspect violation. I'll read for you. You just give me ammunition, man. That's all you do. It doesn't bother me at all. You just give me more ammunition. That's all you're doing. That's why I say, how dumb can you get? I'll take my business license over there. Everything we got on you. I told you, that's all he has. You can't retaliate. That's the best thing he can do right there. He can't do anything else. He refused his own product. So by refusing his own product at the end of the day, he clearly just outed himself as being the biggest fraud on the face of the planet. The biggest fraud on the face of the planet. We already knew he was, but there's just more evidence on top of more evidence on top of more evidence. And now he just did one of the most dumbest things you could ever think of. And copying my license name, which you can't do. You'll find out. That means you violated the city of Allentown, Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's a state ID, by the way. That's like me making a duplication of your driver's license and using it. Can't do that. So that would be identity theft. That would be considered to be fraud. There's a lot of things involved in that. So I guess we're going to be following it. I guess it would be identity theft. Let me see. Using someone's business license name. No, not that. That's what English. Using someone's business license name. Okay. And lead to serious consequences, including fines, penalties, and criminal charges. So yeah, we'll be filing criminal charges today. Let me see. Who do we contact for someone using our business license without our permission? Okay, FTC. Okay, we'll be contacting Federal Trade Commission. So we'll be reaching out to them today. And your local police department. See you soon, Commander. I'm going to go take care of this right now. So they said we need to contact Federal Trade Commission. We'll get a hold of them. Let me see. Let's see. Number for Federal Trade Commission. Perfect. Right there. But you tidied up today. So we got you right here. Evidence, pictures. Got you on a live stream right here of you using my material without my permission. Let me give you a nice little video here on all this. Now again, Fernando, so you can understand this. You can't go anywhere. Do you understand me? The fact that you're not documented, there's nowhere to go. You can't get on a plane and fly anywhere. All that requires ID. Everything now requires state ID. You can't go anywhere. You're stuck in California. You think you're going to cross the border? I can't even go across the border without proper information. There is no way in the world I'm crossing that. There's never going to happen for me to do that. You know why? Because I could have committed multiple crimes in the United States and tried to get away by going over there in your country. They won't allow me to do that. They're going to hold me till they do a background check to figure out everything on me. And then when everything clears, I can go. That's the same thing that's going to happen to you. You cross over there, they're going to find out you don't have documents, they're going to lock you up. So you're stuck there in California. So that means at the end of the day that whatever we file against you, when they finally get their hands on you, and they will soon, that means that you'll be prosecuted for everything that's in that document that we put in there, including what's about to go in today. So, and make sure you get a nice little video of all of this too on top of that. Hello, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is ILEG Technology Screens. We have a person of interest that's been coming onto our YouTube channel and attacking our companies, doing false demonstrations, copyright infringement, you name it, this guy has done it. He goes by the name of Jaime Fernando Gonzalez. His company's old name was Crows Cinemax Mix LLC. We have several documents here. Right now, this is my business license. He's just copied and duplicated on his YouTube channel. As you can see, that's my business name, my DBA. Information right there, showing that I am basically licensed in the state of Pennsylvania. That's my license right there. Also, too, this is a complaint we filed with immigration, finding out he is undocumented. There is my OMB control number right there. There's the date that we filed. We filed for cyber crimes, And over here, this is his information. This is the state of California, official secretary of state. This is his address right here. There's limited liability company. Keep in mind, he has committed perjury on the LLC, which we were to find out that his company, no, has not been around for 5 months, but more than a couple of years. So there's this information right there. So we're going right now to Allentown Police Department to file charges, and we're going to be going to the Federal Trade Commission to file additional information and charges against the individual who's right now using it's identity theft. I think we're saying it's signs of identity theft of duplicating our company's license name and using it without our permission. All right. And that's it. So I'll see you in court with this. And all the documents we have here to back it up. So, I'm going to get all this scanned into the system over there with the Allentown Police. I want all these documents scanned in. And let me see, I need a picture of that. So we got a picture of this, we got a picture of that, and get a picture of that and print it out. Scan that into the system. That was the dumbest thing you could have ever done, man. What's wrong with you? Why do you give me so much information to prosecute you? Like you got this death wish or something. Like you want to self-destruct. There's something wrong with them. I told you there's something wrong with them. And that's the person you trusted with your credit card information and your address. Person now who's known for massive accounts of identity theft. And he has your information. Do you know that? That his PayPal account has your information in it. Gee whiz Louise, people. We warned you and told you about this guy. Let me get a print. I need a print out of this right here. So I want to get Photoshop for the printer. Biggest concern you're going to have once he's locked up, who has access to that PayPal account? That's the problem you have to worry about. Yeah, because your stuff is in there. Your information's in there. So you're going to figure out that nightmare. Who's going to have access? Who's got passwords to get access in and out of its account? That's what you better worry about, because your information's in there. Your addresses are in there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's your problem at the end of the day, not mine. Those people who basically supported that nonsense. This guy's got immigration on his back right now. He's got a slew of heavy charges. These are serious charges that he's being hit with. So you better figure out who the freak is going to have access to that account. You better contact PayPal, whatever you got to do, to make sure that account gets shut down and locked. If not, he gets out that information, and whoever's in that account, they got your address. That's why you don't do business with crooks. We warned you about this guy. For years we warned you about this guy, and you never listened. Now you got something to worry about. Let me see. I need to send this to the other account. And if he sits up there and say, oh, that's slant, I would never do that. Oh, but you will, because this is what you're being charged with. Your charges involve this kind of nonsense. This shows you have that kind of activity. If you rob 2 or 3 banks and you sit there and tell the judge, well, I would never rob the bank across the street, it doesn't make a difference. You are labeled as a bank robber. That's it. It doesn't make a difference if it's the one over here or the one over there. It doesn't make a difference. The fact that you actually made the attempt to do it and have done it, that's all they care about. So the fact that you dox addresses and stalk people and all that stuff, that's all that's needed in the courts. You'll do that to anybody. And now you got a whole bunch of people's addresses sitting in your PayPal account that when he gets locked up, if you don't get that stuff, we're not responsible for that. We're responsible for anything in pictures or posting. Our lawyer takes care, he wipe all that out. But whatever accounts he has access to, and he has access to his account through his cell phone, you need to make sure you contact PayPal and say, look, it's a person of interest, we need to have his account locked down. I'm not saying that to be nasty at the end of the day, because I'm trying to get people to do something. He's already screwed. He's screwed on so many levels, it's not even funny. Gee whiz Louise, he ain't getting out of this. He's in a lot of trouble. We just put, it's a license. He wasn't tampered with a license of a company. So we can easily say that he's mimicking our company. That somebody who's trying to make our paints and products. He's trying to be us. Yeah, you can't do it either way. You can't mimic. You can't go out there and have a company similar the same way as McDonald's or Foot Locker or Nike or Apple, any one of those companies. You get in trouble for that. Sheesh, my goodness. All right, let me get this done. I got things to do. Ugh. That don't anger me at the end of the day, Fernando. That just gives me more ammunition to prosecute you even harder. But now this time, the process service will be hitting your door, and I got somebody that's going to be constantly hitting that building. The address to that building is going to be constantly sending letters out there to let them know that we need to find the landlord. Because the building's in the process now of being sued. And I'm pretty sure the tenants in that building will have no problem finding them. Let them know that apartment E is more responsible. Why should any tenant in that building lose their livelihood, the place they live in, because their building's about to get sued? Why should their rent go up? Because you got one person in there carrying on and acting up. So, yeah, that's what's going to be in the document. It's your apartment, right? That's where the documents are attached to, right? All right, then. And other people in your building are going to know at the end of the day that you were out there carrying on and acting up. If I got an apartment that I'm paying for and I'm working hard and I took the time to decorate and whatever, and somebody over there's carrying on, I want you out of the building. You're not going to ruin what I have in there. I want you out. I bet if anybody in that building found out the activity that you was carrying on in that apartment, would definitely protest or get a petition to get you out of there. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to hit the building. Guess we need to reach out and contact that landlord and figure out what's going on here. Landlord's responsible, keep in mind. That's why the other one got booted. They're responsible. Now, if they show us at the end of the day it was removed, then guess what? I'm good with that. 100%. We don't need to go any farther than that. We're good. But unfortunately for you, Mr. Fernando, getting booted is not going to be your problem at the end of the day. You have countless charges in your wake. Let's see what we got. What are you doing? You send it to the other one. I have one. There we go. That's right. I got it right here. Here. Now, sit there and say he's triggered. Nobody, I'm not triggered. You copy the name off a license. That puts a smile on my face. That means I can prosecute you on something else now. You make it easy for me. That's what you do. That doesn't trigger me. You're the one going to jail. You're the one getting sued for tons of money, right? You can't do anything about it because your situation. So you're the one that pretty much messed up. Any one of these agencies to get a peek at that order on our desk right now, you're done. I hate to put it this way, but you're going to be in zip ties pretty soon. It's bad for you, man. And not only is it bad for you, you made it bad for the owner because now they're going to dig into his stuff now to figure out how in the world you got in that building, how long you've been there. And if you've been there for that long, oh, they're really going to dig into that property. And they're going to dig into who hired you at the end of the day because somehow you got to pay for that. And then your wife and family members, they can be subjected to that craziness too. All because you had you got this, I don't know, some mental issue or whatever's going on with you, but man, you took it too far. And then you want to turn around and you want to lash out at people and say, oh, it's their fault. It's their fault because they prosecuted me because I went out and broke and committed crimes. It's your fault, buddy. That's you. All right, send this to my accounts. What's that other one too he has on here? Let's see. This one too. Let's see. Gee, well, there's nothing about me in here. Look at it. This is pretty sad. This is all me. He's a weird guy. I told you, he's a creepy, creepy guy. And this guy's got y'all personal information. Sheesh. That's pretty bad. Well, that's y'all mess at the end of the day, not mine. My job is to go in and get this mess cleaned up on our behalf. So, oh, by the way, you can take my spinning Crow1176. Best of the best Crow. Okay. Definitely delusional. But anyway, good luck with the whole best of the best slogan at the end of the day. All right, let me see. You got it sent over to my file here. Good luck with that whole, I'm the best of the best. Let me shrink this. Oh, this is Daniel McAfee. That's you. 1989. Isn't that you? That's when he came into our account carrying on, and he left this account open. We duplicated his entire account. I know more about you, buddy. I know a lot about you. Got your entire account duplicated. Next time I'll be coming to someone's channel carrying acting up. In 1989. You're roughly what, late 30s? Let me turn this side. We got weirdos. Like Jamie. Jamie's probably in the room right now with us. That creepo. So Jamie, you went in and touched a license. Our name that has an official, that's a license with the state of Pennsylvania, and tried to duplicate our company, trying to make people think that you're us. So we got you on something. Again, you just make this so easy, man. I told you, he can't be that dumb, but apparently he's that dumb. Alright. We're able to get all this down here. Alright, I'm done here. Let me get all this stuff in here, everything logged in, get the rest of these messages in here, and I'm going to go to the Allentown Police Department, get a file, and I'm already got the number for the Federal Trade Commission for touching my license without my permission, using my name and trying to duplicate. So definitely I will be filing for identity theft today and some other charges against you, Mr. Fernando. I'll have your address and all your information. And again, we're going to be sending letters out now to the building itself to reach out and make contact with your landlord. So anyone in the building, these letters will be popping up, basically seeking information on the landlord. Because again, you have a tenant in apartment E who has been breaking every law you could possibly think of, and we need to get in contact with the landlord before we file suit on the building itself. All right, gotta go, and God bless people.